Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are live. We are live here on First Cut Live. We are already on a bright Monday evening. Day after Golden Globes, day after we saw an amazing performance by the great Alex Marzonia. I'm here with the amazing Sabrina Ramirez. Sabrina, what's going on with you?
Hello. As RB3 said, we were out last night celebrating Alex's release show, and we had a time. And so I'm sleepy, but I'm excited to get into it, get my energy back as we talk about, Globes. So doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm thriving. I hit the dance floor, which was like really fun. And you just had the hilarious angle, which is always like, I swear you have like the best collection of dance videos like of me of all time, like I swear. And I'm just like, man, I wish. These are some of my highlights in terms of dancing. I have a lot of low lights. I'm glad we haven't seen any of those.
I've never seen a low when it comes to your dancing. One thing about RB3, anybody who's watching this, he will tear up any dance floor. We're at a premiere after party. It does not matter. He is tearing that up and he's leading the way there. And I love to see it.
Nah. I love dancing. I'm like Chris Pratt at Guardians of the Galaxy.
But better.
Yeah, better. It was like Chris Pratt's brother's like running for mayor of LA or something like that. Like, are
you serious?
Or like, who's the Spencer Pratt? Like, I never heard of the Spencer Pratt.
My God. I did see that. So he was I don't think he's related to Chris Pratt unless they might be like somewhere in there. I don't know.
Right.
But he's from that reality TV show, The Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Him and Heidi. Yeah. They came from that.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That's why I have no idea who he is. So, okay. That's good. But no, I literally, I have to, okay. Oh, cool. Undress is just popping in, everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry, my mind's all over the place. I'm just trying to get the boxes right before I fumble it on air again. But yeah, that was a great time though. I would say I watched a lot of the Golden Globes last night while we were at the bar for Alex's thing, because there's a little bit of like a waiting period, and the Globes are playing on the TV. Janine was showing us slave dolls in the yard.
There's so much lore happening.
Kim was talking about Holocaust. Like, it was really getting deep for like a Golden Globes Sunday night. But it was a good time. But
then immediately once it gets going, we're snapped back into like dancing.
Yeah. No,
all the like heaviness goes away. Yeah.
Before I let Undress in, what was your favorite song that Alex Marzonia performed last night?
Oh my gosh, he actually played my favorite song of all time of his, and he never plays it live. It's called When This Is All Over. Mm-hmm. It was that like beautiful, he did it on acoustic guitar, but it's normally like a piano ballad, and it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Hey.
Yo, what up?
Let's get it. Undress is on the show. We all made it.
My bad, yo.
No, we good. We good. That was a great song. Man, whoever was playing on the keys, shout out to the brother playing on the keys.
Yeah.
He was Flago as well. And then who else was I loved A-List. I might throw a shout out to the A-List song on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was nice. Really cute. He played it for us like a long time ago, like when he first wrote it, because it's all about like where we go to karaoke, and then obviously we do A-lists every week, and so we have a big group of people always going. And yeah, in the middle of one of the parties that they had at his place, he got like me, Brendan, Rain, Brandon, Garrett, I think it was just us. He got us into the room and he recorded that like heartbreak feels good in a place like this line. So
nice.
Yeah, so we recorded that at the party, which was a lot of fun. So you guys should listen to that song, and you'll hear my shouting voice somewhere in there.
Yeah, no, we'll throw Alex Marzonia's album in the description. Just released. Salute to Alex Marzonia, man. Great freaking album. Great performance. Great band. Great everything. Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out Joseph Weeks here. Cade Hughesby also a great musician as well. Kate Huseby is also one of my favorite live performers as well too. So salute to Kate. I gotta put some of Kate's music in the description. We gotta just start playing all of our friends' music. You know, we gotta play all of our friends' music, all the way through and through. But you know, nothing. I mean, unless you had any more thoughts on Marzonia's show, Sabrina.
No, we had a blast. I had too many tequila sodas. I don't know. I thought I could handle it. I couldn't, but we're here today and all is well.
Yeah, all is well. I had a great time. Everybody there had a great time. And I had a great time also, like I said, watching the Golden Globes, you know, in the background of the whole situation too. I don't know how much of the actual show you guys peeped out, or y'all just peeped the highlights or anything. What was your reaction to the Golden Globes?
We can start with you, Andres, since you just popped in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I saw most of it too. I didn't catch everything because I was also like watching the Chargers game. But
why?
But I did too. Yo, man, I'm a Chargers fan, bro.
You still watch football?
Kinda, yeah, sometimes.
Oh, wow.
But halfway. It's mainly playoffs. I'll watch playoffs. I won't watch like in-season stuff unless it's like Cardinals or Chargers, and I'll probably watch a few games. Anyways, I'm kidding. I saw most of it, and I definitely have a lot of thoughts. But I'm gonna spread the love. Sabrina, what'd you think of the Golden Globes?
Lots of thoughts. Okay. I think it was criminal that they didn't air like the Sinners winning for score. I think that's insane, especially because it's not like it's the Oscars where there are a ton that are passed off prior to the ceremony, wherever. This is literally commercial break. So disrespectful. Another disrespectful thing. Obviously, before we get into like, you know, highs and lows, these are just kind of like moments that have happened during the show that stuck out to me. Sean Penn smoking a cigarette inside during K-pop Hunters.
That was hilarious.
It's so random. I'm like, I mean, go for it, my guy, I guess. But you could see the smoke while they're accepting the award for like best animated film. And I'm like, damn, you couldn't wait until there's like a bit going on, like Judd Apatow's like thing that he was doing. Do it during that. Like, why? I don't know. When somebody's accepting an award, I feel like it's so disrespectful, especially for a film like this that you don't know how many times they're going to be able to have an award given to them on this type of stage. Obviously, Oscars, I think they're a shoo-in. But outside of that, it's like we hope to see more, but these moments can be fleeting and you just never know. So I think that's kind of crazy, but it's chaotic. I kind of love to see it. Globes are always that vibe of like everyone's getting drunk and everybody's having fun. And so I feel like that showed a little bit there.
Yeah, RB3, what you think, man, of what you saw?
Yeah, I thought it was the show was fun. You know, shout out to the man, Jesse Collins. I always shout him out. He was another producer on the show. Actually, let me double check that. Let me like not spread fake information. But I'm pretty sure he's a producer on this Golden Globes just by the way it was. I mean, the hip hop, I love the hip hop. People were clowning like them playing hip hop songs or like pop songs in between. I loved it. I love seeing Stellan Skarsgård stroll up to the stage to like, I forgot what song he was doing it to, but it was just
I think it was Yeah by Usher.
Yeah, exactly. Like I thought that was so dope. Like I thought that was fresh. I thought even though, you know, people are like, oh, you should play music from the movies. They'll do that at the Oscars. I think the Golden Globes should really distinguish themselves as like the fun show where like fun things happen. And like, that's fun. Playing fun music is fun. Having the sports commentators like doing it, the live, making it like it's like a football or basketball game. I thought it was kind of funny. Like, I thought it was kind of like, again, like kind of trashy, but like in a like classy and trashy. They're like towing that line very, and they might tow it a little bit more towards the trashy side, but yeah, give me the trashy versus leave the Oscars to the like super classy, super professional thing. That's just how I thought. So I like the show a lot. And shout out to John Marin. He worked the show, PA. He was a PA on the gig. He posted about it. So yeah, you know, a brother who is connected to our, you know, the First Cut family. Yeah, he was working it too. He might still be working it today, honestly. So, yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
My bad. Yeah, let's get right to, I'll probably have more thoughts on the actual telecast of it all a little bit later on, but let's get right to the awards. You guys want to start big? I kind of want to start big.
Yeah, why not?
One Battle After Another does it again. They win best, I believe it's musical or comedy category, which technically, you know, it's not what the Oscars are going to be, but they win the one of the big categories that they have, because obviously they have a best drama later on in the broadcast. But what are your guys' thoughts on One Battle kind of taking off right now? This is the right time to take off and looking like the big winner at potentially the Oscars. Sabrina.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of what I saw coming. And I talked about it even last week, where I do see a world where, as of right now, the safest bet, like if it's just like you have to choose one and that's your prediction, you have to lock it in right now. I think One Battle After Another, which again, I really enjoy the film. Just for me, it's not even like it's in my top 10, it might be in my top 5, but it's so great in so many ways. But again, I just think there's other films that are way more impactful. But this is a safe choice. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson has not won in the past, especially in this way at all. And he has, such a long, insane career. Like with obviously some of his first films coming out when he's in his mid-20s. It's kind of something that, of course, we don't really see nowadays. And unfortunately, we can't just with the state of the industry. But so he's been kind of like a titan of the industry for a really long time. So it makes sense why they're giving it to him for this one, because it is pretty epic. It's large scale, a lot of great performances. All the moving pieces in the film are so great. I think I do need to rewatch it, and maybe I'll connect with it a little bit better now that I know what to expect. But yeah, it's a safe choice. I see why they're doing it. I wouldn't go that route personally.
Yeah, RB3, how are you feeling about One Battle After Another being crowned top dog so far?
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I like the movie a lot. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's a great film. Of course, I always say Sinners is my best picture of the year. I think it is the best movie of the year overall. And I think it is the one that, deserves the most recognition. Like, I think it's time that we had a Black director win Best Director, with Ryan Coogler. Like, I think it's like we're beyond overdue for that. Like, we've never had a Black director win Best Director before. Like, why does this keep, So it's like, yeah, I'm like, and it would be a perfect movie to award. But then I also, I predicted it was, going to win a lot, and I wanted to win a lot. I always forget the horror factor of it. Like, the Black factor of it too is, very pro-Black, and it's always hard to like get over that hill. But it's also, the horror factor also makes it like an extra hill for the Academy and people to recognize it. And I think that's why they kind of gave it those BS awards, like those the box office achievement. Yeah. Like, it's like, come on, dog. Like that kind of feels shameless. Like, don't give the award you gave Wicked, to last year. No offense to Wicked, but like, come on, that's what you saying Sinners is on the tier of?
I would say don't get too crazy. Don't get too crazy about Wicked right now. And then Barbie won the year before. Yeah. It does feel like a consolation prize, 100%. It's like we want to show recognition to these films like a Barbie, Wicked, and now with Sinners, while also kind of being like, but you're not necessarily on this upper echelon yet. And I feel like that's very disappointing.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, to be honest. And I also feel like it's disrespectful that was the only category they won. I thought it was a shoo-in that Coogler was going to win for screenplay, and they give it to PTA again. And I was like, all right. I get it now. Like, I really like One Battle, but damn, bro, the screenplay, that should have been Coogler's right there, and that would have been a good opportunity for him to have his own speech as well. How'd you guys feel about that?
What One Battle? Oh, sorry.
PTA wins screenplay. Yeah,
Sabrina.
Yeah, it was kind of the same thing again. I mean, like, he is really like, he's a fantastic writer. There's no doubt about that. Again, would not be my choice, but I see why. I mean, this happens every single award season. The films that I necessarily want to win things aren't going to be the ones that win. It's like Anora last year, where I'm like, I did enjoy Anora a lot, but come on, like, let's be real. So this will always happen. This year, it's One Battle After Another. I know we were talking about it last week, where RB3 was saying like it's like the film bro movie, and it's like, yeah, but it did translate to Academy voters as well. I think they also, because it's like it's political and it's making a statement, I feel like people are kind of like also inclined to go for it, because it's kind of like the risky, like, oh, look at us, like we're standing for something potentially. It's like how we see everybody on the red carpets wearing like little pins for everything all the time. It's like, okay, how far does your activism, or how much does this actually stretch, just voting for a movie because you think it's making a really good statement, or just wearing a pin because you think it's the correct time? I know this is kind of a tangent, but like Mark Ruffalo shout out to him. He is always actually talking about everything, not just wearing the pins. Any opportunity he got to get interviewed, he's mentioning everything that he stands for always. And so I really admire that. But yeah, I just think One Battle After Another is relegated into that spot for this year.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, it literally is like, I don't know. You know, it's like let me not make the wrong comparison. This is not a Green Book situation for sure. Let me just get that off the way right now. One Battle After Another is not Green Book. I am just saying in the sense of like there is, you know, a radical movie by a couple of radical black filmmakers that came out in 2018, right? Black Panther, also from Ryan Coogler, Black Klansman from Spike Lee, that were way better than Green Book. But Green Book ends up winning the Best Picture prize, even though Green Book is tangentially like a black movie, like per se, you know what I'm saying? But like, is it? Like, so that's where I like, you know, I love One Battle After Another. It's way, like, again, it's not Green Book. It's way better than Green Book. But it does just hurt a little bit as like a black artist. Like, dang, like, you got the black movie and you got like the whitewashed black movie, and y'all giving the whitewashed black movie all the awards when the black movie is like right there. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just feels a little bit like that. Even though, again, I love One Battle. I'm not mad at, that's actually one of the Best Picture winners I wouldn't be mad at seeing.
Absolutely.
But, you know, it is like, and like, you're right. It is a political message. That's why I love it. It's funny. I know some people on the left who like really don't like this movie. Like I just, you know, my homie Steve, like I talked to him and he's ironically a very radicalized white guy who, you know, shout to him. He also has a sister on his arm, but he hated the movie. He was like, this is not what we like. It was like, this is not the text. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was tight. Like, I could see how it kind of can like piss off some people who are like actually in the movement too. And it kind of comes off as like, you know, liberals participating in something that, you know, they could kind of like fantasize in, like escapism for like, you know, liberalism, I guess. I don't know. I like it though. I love the movie, and I think, you know, whatever. You know,
I saw conversations on that this morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's exactly what I was going to say. So I had to say it. What you're saying, Sabrina, about it being a statement, the fact that most of the people, the fandom, at least like you said, like in online leftist spaces, are split on it. Where a lot of people are like, yeah, this is celebrating, you know, we got to fight, you know, the system and all this stuff. And Sean Penn is evil. And it's clear that he's the villain. He's the bad guy. The United States government is the bad guy. Where other people are saying like, no, this is a terrible representation of what revolutionary people represent. It's so split to the point that I'm like, is it voting for the movie that makes a statement? I don't know. Based on the conversations that I'm seeing now, I'm not sure. Like, I think RB3 and I both thought like, everything is pretty well explained as far as like why everything was failing. I didn't think of it as like, you guys suck and it's all a failure. I saw it more as like shit happens and you just never know what's going to happen. And that seemed more realistic to me than, I don't know, some successful revolution that happens at the end of the movie, which would have been cool. But I don't know. It's so split that's another really interesting conversation of what you're saying, Sabrina, as far as people voting for a statement film.
But I think when we kind of see those discussions on Twitter, people that are voting in the Academy Awards bodies are not part of those conversations.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they're just not. So I know because like sometimes there's like it's even like Eddington, take that for example, of like how some people are like, oh, this is so ridiculous. But it's like, is it really though? Like the picture that it does, obviously I am extremely liberal. I'm very leftist. And there was just a video that came out recently, like no shade to this
I saw that.
woman. I know she means well, but like, you know, with everything that happened in Minneapolis with Renee Good, there was this like white woman getting interviewed, and she's like, this isn't the time for white tears. Like white tears aren't helpful. And it's almost like, friend, that's too woke. Like you're just going so far in an opposite direction. Like, let's be normal about something for once. Yes, obviously this is a tragedy. You can be upset, you can be sad, and you're almost like taking away more energy away from like the actual problem by being like, oh, this isn't time for white women. So now you're kind of like centering it around yourself. So anyways, all of that to say, people were way too harsh on Eddington, in my opinion. I see it. Like, I think just because I stand on the same side as people with a lot of things does not mean that they're absolved of like any criticism, or that I am as well. You know, like if I look at that woman, I go, okay, that's a little bit too much. Now you are centering yourself. You're actually taking more energy away from this and more attention away from this by speaking about your white woman tears. And it's just like, it's odd. So anyways, all of that to say, I think all criticism for one battle after another is completely fair. I have certain criticisms myself in certain ways. I don't agree with certain ones that are said. Like, again, like that it shows like, oh, like, yeah, the movement, leftists, like they're failing or they're this, and like it's hopeless or whatever. But yeah, again, those conversations are not being had with anybody who's voting in any of these award shows. So to them, it is still like the radical political like moment film.
Yeah, I think it's funny you mentioned Eddington, because you have the number one Eddington hater on this show right now, RB3. So I do think what you're saying, Sabrina, is right though, because if you look at RB3's perspective, which I think I kind of agree with, the trivialization of like real problems and real issues that Eddington does, in my opinion, and I think RB3's opinion, is kind of like, what are we doing here? Like, what? Why'd you do that? It feels weird, the targeting to certain groups of people. And I think that's what people are getting at. But also, like, one battle after another is like a whole different Pandora's box. And I said it in my video, where it's like, I can only speak on my perspective and what I think the movie does with characters and people that represent my backgrounds, which is why I'm so positive about Benicio del Toro winning Best Supporting Actor if he does, which it doesn't look like he will, but you never know. And my perspective on the film, but I can't speak on a lot of Black women. And I'm telling you, a lot of Black women, it's not just like a handful, have really hated Perfidia Beverly Hills and just hated the representation of what she does in the movie. And it's valid. It's hella valid, because I can't speak on it like they can. And yeah, One Battle it's a muddier film than I think a lot of people are giving credit to. So I'm kind of glad we're having this conversation, even though it's probably just going to win anyway. So
it definitely,
it might win. Again, I always still think it is an expensive flop, you know, like, and, you know, sometimes that does not look good in the Academy's eyes. I just, you know, I hate to say it. Now, because it's winning all the awards now, I am kind of more convinced it's like the front runner. I still do think too, like the fact that there's so many Sinners events, so much, like they are pressing the button on that movie like crazy and inviting so many people to like talk to Coogler, talk to Michael B. Jordan, like, you know, like I feel like they like also, I guess Warner Brothers is pushing both of these movies, but I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like it just has a lot of potential, like going forward in the award season, just because of how cool Ryan Coogler is and how likable he is and how, like, you know, personable. That just plays a big role into it. I hate to say it, but like the shaking hands, the kissing babies, like that's real. Like that really does play a big factor for people. Even, you know, shout out to Chloe Zhao. You know, she gets it. She sees the hustle. Like she shouted out Coogler, you know, when HAMNET won. I feel like that was disrespectful. Don't give HAMNET best picture drama over Sinners. Like, come on now. Like
I was gonna say that's the next topic. Yeah,
that's not even in the conversation no more. Like, what's going on? You know, it would have been different if it was like The Secret Agent, because that's like people are like low key talking about The Secret Agent a lot, and I kind of see like the hype for that building. But like HAMNET, like come on now, like you know.
I mean, but HAMNET has Jessie Buckley, as kind of like the front runner there, so that's kind of helping to spearhead it. And like that's the thing with Ryan Coogler and Chloe Zhao, they actually have like a really sweet relationship, and they like uplift each other a lot throughout all of these moments. And so that's why I'm like, I will never. I really adore her work, and I adore her as a filmmaker. And so I'm like, at least it's one of those two. I haven't seen The Secret Agent yet. I really, really want to. I don't even know anything about it. But I feel like it's really hard to see, which again is a lot of the problem where like there are some potential frontrunners that we could have had that people don't get to see, and people aren't watching their screeners the same way that, you know, maybe if we had different events around Secret Agent or whatever. But just as you said, RB3, obviously Christopher Nolan hosted like a Sinners event. It's just, unfortunately, I think without getting some of those other awards, like another acting award or something like that, it's a little bit harder for Sinners to kind of break through. I mean, even something as simple as song, which again, I still 100% stand by the fact. I actually, the day after our show, I was at the gym. I listened to both songs back to back. I went like multiple times re-listening to both of them. No chance. No chance that there's a real argument, in my opinion. I'm so serious about this one, that Golden should win over I Lied to You. I think it's insane. Also, Andres, just because the scene didn't have as many of the verses, there are verses in the song. I knew you were gaslighting me. I was like, I have to go listen to this again. But it is a full song and it's really, really great. So I still stand by that. I don't care.
Yeah, but that one's locked and sealed. Golden's gonna win that no matter what.
That's disrespectful, honestly. But again, if Sinners got that, if Michael B. Jordan was maybe more so a front runner, let's say it was like between him and Timothy or somebody else for supporting or whatever, like, you know, it would be a lot more helpful.
Yeah,
I'm also. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the fact that the Wagner dude from Secret Agent won over Michael B. Jordan is like a bit of a telling sign of like, you know, maybe the acting branch don't think that highly, or maybe they don't. They'll probably, I know for sure, it's a lock that they'll give it best cast. Like for best, it has to get like best ensemble. Like there's no other way. It's not going to get best ensemble for Sinners. Like that's like the best ensemble. So I definitely feel like they're going to give it that. Like the actor's going to recognize it in that front, but they probably won't give it like best lead actor, like best supporting actor. But I do think a little bit of like a contrast to your, argument, Sabrina. It probably will get a lot of love on the technical sense. Like I think from the technicians, like costume designers, you know, production designers, like all of those people, they're gonna like really rally for this movie. The even the cinematography crowd, even I feel like even editing is like pretty pitch perfect in Sinners, too. Even though I don't know if it's the front runner in that category, but
I think it just still needs like one strong above the line where it was kind of dominating, like Jessie Buckley for HAMNET, something like that, and then I think it would have been able to get pushed over. I mean, I hope within the next 2 months that we get a surprise there, and I hope it ends up winning Best Picture. Like that's literally my choice, my personal choice.
Well, I think. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say one more thing too. I think it will. I think it is still the front runner to win Best Original Screenplay though, because One Battle After Another is technically an adapted screenplay.
Adapted, yeah.
So they're kind of like not even going to be competing in the same category. So I feel like there will be a world where they give One Battle an Oscar, they give Ryan Coogler an Oscar for Sinners. And then, of course, like, you know, that's also like, honestly, the Best Original Screenplay, arguably, people say it's like arguably the best award to win. Like, if you look at the roster of winners, like Spike Jonze, Jordan Peele, you know, the best people low-key win Best Original Screenplay. But, you know, it is kind of like, you know, I don't want it to just be like, he only gets Best Original Screenplay and that's it for Sinners. You know, in terms of the above the line categories, it might be, but it'll probably win like Best Score and all the technical categories. But like, I still want to see Coogler win Best Director. I think he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Sinners win Best Picture. Like that's just it. Michael B. Jordan, I'm a little bit more okay with because that's a tough crowd, and I would love to see but I would honestly love to see Woonie. You know,
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say
too.
I almost guarantee she's gonna get a supporting actress. Woomney, I forget her last name, but Woomney should
nomination or win.
Nomination, not win. No.
In my opinion, I would give her the win, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's headed that direction.
Yeah, win will be tougher, even though it's kind of, I want to say it's kind of wide open. I don't know if there's like a big supporting actress frontrunner right now, so you never know.
I think Teyana Taylor now is kind of pushing that way.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I feel like, yeah.
But then Amy Madigan won Critics' Choice, and
that's not real. Come on, that's not real. No, that's not real. Stop it. She might not even be nominated.
But I'm saying it's kind of wide open. I think it's wide open. And then there's the Sentimental Value girls. They'll probably get a nomination, but they're not going to win.
But that could split the vote a little bit then for Sentimental Value. That's the only thing that I get worried about with that film.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do kind of see Uni and Teyana Taylor as like the top two. I think the only thing that holds Teyana Taylor back, honestly, I don't know. There's nothing that really holds it back. There's honestly more holding Uni back than anything. I gotta show this tweet. I wish I could put it on screen, but the one you sent Sabrina, the Judge's Babies movie Beast Sitters with the Denzel.
The video's so good.
Yeah, that scares me. Yeah, no,
I had to send it to you guys this morning because again, I feel insane like listening to these songs back to back, watching the films, and just like again the impact of I Lied to You. And I just don't get it. Truly. This is the one I'm like most annoyed about.
Yeah, I'm not annoyed by it. Even her speech last night, I got a tears rolled up. Like if you really people like don't even pay attention to K-pop Demon Hunter as a movie, just listen to the lyrics of the song and then just know her story and the fact that she like was literally kicked out of her industry because she was too old and she got a second chance. And the song is literally like, I was broken, now I'm golden. Who can't relate to that? I mean, okay, but that being said, though, I love Sinners. I mean, how can you not love Sinners? Shout out to Ludwig Göransson. They didn't play my homie's speech. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Disrespectful.
Hella disrespectful. That was not nice.
And the fact that they played the podcast, no offense to podcast, but are we serious right now?
Yeah.
Best score, one of the most important parts of a film is a score. The absolutely dreadful. What a horrible decision. I can't believe they did that, especially to someone like a legend, a living legend like Ludwig.
Already so young in his career and so accomplished and so highly regarded. And it's like, if he's not getting the respect, how do we even expect anybody else to get that same respect? Also, it's kind of insane that like they played podcast clips with audio and we didn't get that for like performances. And that's what I love about award shows is being able to see those clips of the films when it's like best picture and you see all those little moments from the movies and it's just that compilation and you're like, yes, this is stunning. This is last year. Like, this is why we go to the movies. I get so hyped every single time, performances, everything. And then they're like, no, look at Amy Poehler. Shout out Amy Poehler. Love her. I'm happy she won out of all of them. But like, I don't want to hear a podcast clip at the Golden Globes. I don't even think that should have been a category at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, that was trash. That was really trash. I would say, hopefully one day First Cut gets nominated. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only
trash,
reason I'm like, hey, maybe hold it down until we get there.
Let's scrub this chunk really quick just in case they're gonna pull this up.
Well, my thing is like, I thought about that, and it's obviously not about First Cut winning, but about like the podcast world, just because I know some podcasters, but you can play that off screen, bro. You can do that pre-show.
That should have been an off show. Yeah, like commercial break
over score. Like, come on now, that you can't be doing that. And also, I hated the presenters. I hated the bits. The fact that they do 3 minutes, I swear one of them was like 3.5 minutes of just a 2-person bit. I don't even remember who. And I'm like, but you cut off people's speeches and you put Ludwig off screen. Like, stop doing this. Also, CBS also like making the worst people presenters too, low key.
Oh yeah, they have the UFC guys, like
the random UFC guys. Like it felt very much like, yo, we're not giving Sinners, and you know why? That's what it felt like. I was like, what kind of show is this, bro? It felt very much like a not good people award show, at least when it comes to the presenters and the actual show of it as it all. So I don't know. It felt weird.
I mean, look, I'm like, I'm not mad at the show. I thought the show itself was fun. Again, shout out to John in the chat. He in the chat was talking about the Sinners getting beat out as well. Yeah, that's, y'all right. I mean, but yeah, at the same time though, I thought, of course, the winners are definitely indicative. We can even talk about the TV world a little bit too. The winners were definitely just like the play-by standard winners. Shout out to Adolescents. Just like homie said in the chat, Derek, Stephen Graham is half black. That was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he mentioned that at one of his other award shows too. So that's cool to see him win. Player Bis winning that. But yeah, the podcast award is crazy. F. Ricky Gervais. I don't know why they keep giving him that stand-up comedy award. That's just ridiculous.
Also, why is Bill Maher nominated, bro? What the hell?
Yeah,
that guy's a psycho.
Yeah,
he's a straight up psycho. What are we doing here? I don't know. So weird.
Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna watch Adolescence literally just for Stephen Graham. I love when he was in the speech and he's just like, "Oh, Queen Latifah, like hi, like oh my God." I love moments like that. I think that's so sweet. And yeah, he won me over, so I have to watch it. I heard it's great too, obviously.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah,
it is a great show. I will say too one more thing before we completely get off the globes. Nikki Glazer, I actually did a podcast with Nikki Glazer back on Rotten Tomatoes back in the day. So salute to her. She was funny. I thought some of her jokes was funny. Some of them were fresh. Like you said, there are too many bits. I didn't need to see Amy Poehler wearing the Jeremy Strong hat, from like last year. I thought that was trash. There's a lot of bits that just like fell really flat. But again, I thought the actual they didn't play. They did play off the best foreign films people for Secret Agent. They surprisingly didn't play off too many people, which I thought was cool. Again, I just wish that we would not like have this whole podcast award thing. We don't have to have Snoop Dogg up there plugging his thing, and the Poly Market. Well, actually, salute to Poly Market. I actually know people at Poly Market. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean,
that's awful. That's probably the worst part of everything.
That was, yeah.
Holy shit! What are we doing? That was god awful. I was like, what is this planet?
I truly do not understand. It's like I woke up one day and all these gambling, DraftKings, whatever, they're sponsoring everything. YouTube videos, podcasts, things like they are everywhere. What is going on and who is gambling for the Golden Globes? Like, what do you mean?
You're a sick dude if you gambling on who's gonna win best podcast. Like you were sick. Yeah. You were extra sick.
Low key, everyone, I don't know. At least all the top dogs part of that stuff they're all sick. Screw them all. They're all awful people.
Hey, wait. If they want to sponsor the show, though, I mean, like,
I don't even know. No, I think I might reject it.
No,
I was gonna say that's definitely one that I would not. I'm like, oh guys, is how loud is RB3 gonna laugh on stream today? Let's put our bets in. What's the level? What are we gonna do? No, I think we'd have to say no to that.
No,
not to mention
cut two in like 3 months. We're like, hey guys,
I'm gonna veto that.
Look, they put up like $900 a show or something like that. Come on, man, what we gonna do?
They give a lot of money. But my thing is like when they do like real life stuff too, like people dying and stuff, and like people's families and stuff. That's when you're like, come on now. And I've heard stories about that and that stuff. That's awful too. So, only other thing I have for the Globes, guys, is Timothée Chalamet seems to be the front runner for Best Actor. I don't know if that's the way you guys are feeling about it, and if you're cool with it.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I love him. I really do. I honestly think he should have won in 2018 for Call Me by Your Name. So,
throwback.
Yeah, because Gary Oldman won that year, and I never understood it. I think
that's right, he did.
That was a legacy award.
It's 100%. But I'm like, again, we have to stop the legacy awards because it's like if you give it to them in the moment that they deserve it, then you don't have to do the legacy awards. Give it to Timothée Chalamet for Call Me by Your Name. What he did in that film is phenomenal. But all these years later, I get it. He was on the younger side. Whatever. Now for Barty Supreme, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I still have to see the movie. So
he's the lead man. Oh, yo, shout out Wiley with the super chat. Thank you, Wiley, for tapping in. Wiley says Sinners is the better soundtrack, but I understand why K-pop won because it's the best performing soundtrack in over 10 years. Yeah, I mean, the record show was the number one song for a long time. It was a cultural phenomenon. I get it, so
Also, Wiley, I DM'd you because I wanted to get the album recommendation from last week because I was trying to look at the live chat and I couldn't get it back up. So DM me back, let me know because I actually want to listen to it.
Yeah, shout out Wiley. Obviously, we appreciate that. And yeah, I'm glad. I mean, at least I'm glad that he's going to win score. It looks like that. Yeah. Because at first I wasn't sure. So
yeah, I mean, you can't be sure because he already won 2. So it's like, they really want to give him a third, but he definitely deserves it. I do think they robbed, and you said this, Andres, I'm taking this from your mouth. They robbed Nicholas Britell that one year that Black Panther won. It should have been If Beale Street Could Talk. Because Nicholas Britell is legit one of the best composers we have out there. And he still doesn't have an Oscar. He has an Emmy, but he needs an Oscar. And that should have been the year he won, and Ludwig shouldn't have won for Black Panther. Black Panther's a phenomenal score, but, that.
And I think the year Wakanda Forever, I don't know what year that was when he was nominated for that. He should have won that.
He should have won that year. Yeah.
Yeah, because that score was even crazier than Black Panther 1.
And his Jay Kelly score is really good.
Nicholas Boutel, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And I was gonna say, I cannot remember right now what of my favorites from him. I'm gonna think about it. But God, he is so.
Yeah.
The other ones I can think of.
He did Gorilla too for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me.
Yeah. No, he's a killer. Obviously, Andor.
Yeah.
Andor is the biggest one for me, at least the one that obviously Beale Street could talk to. To me, that's like one of the best scores.
Yeah.
I still
run the Succession soundtrack, like literally, like the Succession soundtrack is so good.
The only other ones I can think of are Marty Supreme. I think that should get a nomination, at least.
For best score?
In my opinion, yeah. For best score.
It's cool.
And then, me, man, I'm a Frankenstein lover. I love that score. Alexandre Desplat, I believe is his name. He's obviously another legend too. So he's done a lot of stuff. He's
a legend. He's won before. I'll say too, real before we move on to most anticipated, because that's probably like a whole thing too. A lot of movies walked away empty-handed completely. Frankenstein walked away completely empty-handed. It was just an accident, which was for a long time considered the best foreign film frontrunner, and is one of my favorite movies of the year. It had 4 nominations, didn't win a single thing. And then there's another big one too that just No Other Choice as well, another foreign film. Yeah, it's a crowded race in international, but yeah, a lot of films. I'm very curious to see how this Oscar is going to play out, like in terms of nominations, wins. Is this just going to be top heavy with one battle and Sinners, or I don't know. I'm very curious.
Yeah, and then last thing I'll say, I agree with what you said, man. I think Sinners still has a shot because of the months that we have ahead of time. I also think people are kind of reading too much into the Globes. Some of those voters are notorious for they don't like cool stuff and they don't like fun. So also the genre aspect of Sinners, I'm sure they hated that. They're like, oh, we're not going to vote for a vampire movie. Because that's something that they'll probably care about. So I still think it has a shot to win Best Picture.
I hope so.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next topic, which is our top 5. I believe it's top 5 most anticipated films of 2026. We are looking forward to the new year in film, and I'm excited to break it all down with you guys. How are you guys feeling in general about this year in film coming up?
I mean, I'm excited. We got Robert Eggers. We have a lot of, even with like the new Dune, a lot of Robert Pattinson films coming out. And like, I love him. I'm just excited. Scary Movie 6. I know I'm going to mention my list soon, but Scary Movie 6, come on.
RB3, how you feeling, man?
No, I think there's going to be a legendary year in movies. I mean, literally, there's smackers after smackers. I can't even comprehend. Like, my mind is like melting just looking at the release schedule,
Yeah, let's get right to it, starting with your number 5, Sabrina.
I actually don't really necessarily have an order, and I do have more than 5. So, but I'll just kick it off with the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Watched the little teaser that came out like a few weeks ago. I was already on board the moment they like had the poster. They did that little marketing stunt that was like an engagement announcement in a newspaper. So cute. I'm very, very excited for that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. RB3, give me one of the ones you're looking forward to.
I love seeing Zendaya slap around some white men. Of course, I gotta be excited. I'm gonna go with I'll go with the little more lower ranked one here, but still very excited. Hunger Games: The Sunrise on the Weeping. I'm a huge Hunger Games fan. Always been a lifelong Hunger Games fan. Read all the books. I haven't read this book yet, but I hear it's dark, it's brutal, like all the Hunger Games books are. But how are they gonna make this into a movie? This cast is phenomenal. I mean, Elle Fanning's on the run. I don't know who's Elle Fanning's agent, but guys, dang, they got her cooking. And then this cast. Oh man, I literally just had to cast. I'm so sorry, but they have even a nice. Okay, here we go. Sorry, Maya Hawke, Jesse Plemons, Jennifer Lawrence is returning. Okay, that's funny. Okay, this whole thing is messed up. But most importantly, this is really what gets me excited. Kieran Culkin is playing Caesar Flicker. So very stacked, very stacked cast. I'm really hyped for it.
So that's one of mine. I might as well just say it. That's definitely one of mine. Sunrise of the Reaping. Like you said, I'm one of the biggest Hunger Games fans. I absolutely love those books, and that book is crazy. Shout out, hey Mitch. I cannot wait for that movie. It's definitely one of my most anticipated. I've liked all the Hunger Games movies too. I know a lot of people hate on some of them, but I like them all. So I'm confident in what the production company and director can do. So
my problem with Hunger Games is that it always just like deeply upsets me, which I obviously, that's the point. That's the story. But every single time they're just very upsetting. So I will be seated opening weekend. But I feel like it's really tough. And then especially right now with everything, it's like kind of some like catharsis, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Sabrina, give me one of your other ones.
Ooh, Werewolf. Robert Eggers' werewolf film. Obviously, I love my little weird man. I just really enjoy every single one of his takes, and like his stories, his kind of like folk tales, and so very excited for this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah. RB3, how about you? Give me another one.
Man, okay. I'm going all over the place here. I gotta get into my sci-fi bag, even though this movie has a high possibility of sucking. I hate to say it, but I do think it's going to be really good too. Project Hail Mary with is Gosling, right? Gosling. That's yeah. And Phil Lord and Chris Miller, directing, and Drew Goddard, who's a great writer in my opinion, writing it, and it's based on the same dude who wrote The Martian. And I think there's so much potential. I love sci-fi, so every time they show the trailer in IMAX, it looks gorgeous. So I'm here for it. I could also see it not being that great, but I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. And obviously everything I've heard about the book is just amazing. So I'm sure people who are really into the book will appreciate having that as well. Another one of mine is the new film by, and I want to get the title of the film right, so let me just make sure I have it. A new film by Boots Riley, and that is I Love Boosters.
That's my next one.
Yeah. The cast looks fun, and it's Boots Riley. I'm going to watch everything this guy puts out. So he's made some of my favorite stuff, and I'm obviously excited to check out this one, starring Keke Palmer, Naomi Ackie, and Taylor Page. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Yeah. You said it's one of yours as well?
That was fully my next one that I was about to say. Super excited for that one. Boots Riley and I, recent mutuals on Twitter.
Oh, that's right.
So maybe, I was going to say, maybe we could swing something whenever. Yeah, maybe we could swing something when this film comes out.
Tell him we're literally the only channel that reviewed the show he did. I'm a Virgo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's still one of our highest viewed videos, so hey, No, I love Boots Riley. That's definitely that's high up there. That's high up there. Just since y'all mentioned it, I'm not gonna mention it. I'm gonna mention something else. I'm actually mentioning the new, I love my RC Farsi guys. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but I love me some Alejandro G. Ignalitu, and I love me some Tom Cruise. And I don't know what this movie Digger's about. The title just sounds nasty. I even hate saying it. You know what I'm saying? But I cannot wait to see it. Like, I am super, super hyped. Wiley Todd, thank you again, man. Thank you again for the support. Sorry, I got to interrupt the show when we get a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Wiley Todd, thank you real quick. Movie to look out for is Tony, the Anthony Bourdain movie with Dominique Sessa, A24 movie too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love every single thing Dominic Sessa has done since then. I haven't seen the newest Now You See Me, but even the Christmas movie he did with like Michelle Pfeiffer, he was so good in it. So I'm very, very hyped for that one.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Yeah, this is another one that I have that I'm thinking might be on someone else's list or one of you guys' list is The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan.
I mean, you already know.
Do all three of us have it? Really?
Yeah.
Damn, we really are predictable. We really are a trio. The Odyssey is definitely one I'm looking forward to, obviously, for a myriad of reasons. The story itself is just amazing. So I'm curious to see how Christopher Nolan's going to adapt a larger scale, well-known story, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm dummy excited for that one. That's man, super. And there's no other words to say. I can't wait to see my boy Dylan. He's definitely the hookup for the IMAX 7mm. Actually, I just found out our boy Dylan, he actually runs a very popular IMAX 70mm page. So if y'all type in 70mm or 70mm IMAX on Instagram, he has a big page, just like all IMAX 70mm scans and stuff like that. So he's a legend. Dylan, we definitely got to have Dylan in for the Odyssey review. He's literally the biggest Nolan head I know. And he helped us with the Odyssey reviews too. So, sorry, with the Oppenheimer. So yeah, like, I'm dumb excited for that one,
I mean, like, there's not that much more to say about that, but like echoing everything you guys are saying, 100%.
For sure. What's another one you guys have? Sabrina.
I have The Bride. So that's, of course, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Jessie Buckley. Very, very excited for that one. I didn't watch any of the trailers or anything. I like to go into films with knowing as little as possible. Obviously, this one's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just like very excited to see this take on this type of story.
That's a good one.
I feel like I've seen that dang trailer so many times. Like,
really?
Literally, like they literally played in front of every IMAX movie. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Well, I wait until the trailers end before I walk into the theater. Like, I'm right there waiting. I just I don't want to see anything.
Yeah, I feel
at
that.
all.
I feel that. That's definitely understandable.
Yeah, which one you got as RB3?
For me, I am gonna go with okay, man. Do I go with the blockbuster pick? I feel like you might pick this one, so maybe I'm not gonna say it. But I am gonna say shout out, fudge, I just had it. Oh my gosh. Resident Evil. Zach Kreger. Weapons is amazing. Barbarian is amazing. The man's, I don't know if he's done any other films besides those two, but he's 2 for 2 in my books. Like hit, and Resident Evil is gonna be bigger budget. Come on, man. I'm here for that. So definitely that's up there for me,
That's a good one. I'm not a big Resident Evil guy. I think maybe I played a little bit when I was young, like the original, which I'm aging myself, but like the old school PS1. But I don't follow the story too much. I've seen a little bit of it, but the little bit I've seen, and then you add Kreger to it, that you got me. You got me on board. I'm seeing that opening night. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might as well go for the bigger ones, right? And that's kind of where I'm aiming at right now. Starting with the weirdest DC greenlit film that I still can't believe. I don't know what to expect, but apparently this is the movie that Batman's going to come out in. So I'm picking Clayface. Clayface is my choice. This is one I'm looking forward to. And the actor that they got is apparently a really good actor, and they got him based purely on talent. And that the story that they have going on is a little bit more of character analysis kind of story. So I'm really, really curious to see what they're going to do with Clayface.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. It's a good director. Oh, Mike Flanagan wrote the script behind that, right? Yeah, so that's going to be, that might have potential. Going to... Kate mentioned in the chat, I'm just gonna throw this in right now while we're in the blockbuster section because it's probably gonna get more views. But Quarter Life Crisis is also coming in 2026. That should be on everybody's most anticipated list. I'm a little biased because, of course, I helped produce it, and I'm in it a little bit. But yes, keep the eye out for Quarter Life Crisis. That's where it's gonna be. And right after Quarter Life Crisis in my list, I gotta say, Spider-Man Brand New Day is also up there for me too.
That's on mine as well.
Destin Daniel Cretton is the man, the myth, the legend. We love Short Term Tour was one of my favorite movies of the decade in the 2010s. And
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. And of course, Shang-Chi is one of my favorite Marvel films that's been done recently. So great track record. I'm definitely hyped. I'm definitely excited. And all the physical shooting that they're doing. Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk coming in it. I love Mark Ruffalo as a human. So yeah, so much good stuff in it.
Yeah, the Punisher's in it too. Everything we've heard about it sounds weird, but it sounds weird in a good way. Like you're kind of interested to see what he's going to do with all this. So I'm extremely, extremely curious to see that movie and extremely interested to see where they take Tom Holland Spider-Man next, because everything they've done in the past, and I really do love those movies on a just a personal level, but on a movie level, it's also like Iron Man, other Spider-Mans crossing over. It's not been super focused on Tom Holland, at least in the grand scheme of things. So I'm curious what Dustin Daniel Cretton does with this one. And that's it. I got all of mine except for one more. So this is my last one, and it's the most obvious one.
Well, it's Sabrina though. Sabrina.
I was gonna say I got skipped like twice already.
Yeah, sorry,
you did.
Sorry,
I'm so
Sabrina.
sorry.
My bad.
No, you guys are good. I was like, I'll just wait. Social Reckoning is actually my next one. So obviously Aaron Sorkin, because that's like the new
It's a sequel to Social Network.
Yeah, and we have Jeremy Strong, we have Jeremy Allen White. Like, obviously coming back, I did watch the Springsteen movie over this last week, and they had those two in it, so those two are like reteaming again. And that film felt like there was like wasted potential. This one, I know they're gonna have the full potential to like completely flex on it. I'm very, very excited for this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. RB3, how are you feeling about that one as the biggest Social Network fan I know?
Yeah, no, I mean, we all love Social Network. I can't say I'm the biggest one. I feel like we're all like really big Social Network fans. But I think this is tough for me, man. I mean, I'm kind of stressed about it. I don't know if they can nail this. Yeah, I'm only stressed about it because Aaron Sorkin as a writer, one of the greatest writers of all time. Greatest, maybe, arguably. As a director, he ain't that guy. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it. The Trial of Chicago 7 was a little bit of a miss. And he just has some misses. I hate to say it. And not everybody could do everything, and this is not his skill. But the one thing that does get me excited, like you mentioned, Sabrina, Jeremy Strong. Jeremy Strong is legitimately a better actor than Jesse Eisenberg is. Like, there's no question. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he's like one of the best working today.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, Succession, and then The Apprentice. I mean, come on. Jeremy Strong is amazing. Like, so I can't not be excited with him playing Mark Zuckerberg, and I can't not be excited with the rest of the cast surrounding it. That's the only thing is Sorkin directing it kind of takes it down a notch for me, but
That's exactly it. Sorkin directing, because I would say, like, even if it's like like something like Steve Jobs, that was such a good movie. But he wasn't behind the camera.
Yeah.
Versus something like Molly's Game, which was kind of like a whatever movie. And he was behind the camera. And I'm just like, give your script to someone else, my brother. So that's the only reason why. All right, now.
I have faith in him.
All right. Wait.
You have one left, right?
Yeah, I was going to say Sabrina, the other one we skipped.
Yeah. So, okay, this is not my most anticipated. Like, I think this is going to be a good movie, but this is my, like, I need to see this right now for so many different reasons. And that's The Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, I was
Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. Yeah. I literally have such a complicated relationship with Emerald Fennell. I think this is going to be really weird and terrible. Everything that comes out about it, I'm so confused by. The costuming makes no sense. I know there's a lot of theories where people are like, oh my God, is it a girl playing in like a dollhouse? And then they have those like photos that just came out where they have like comically large strawberries. Like the strawberries are literally like this big that they're eating. And I'm like, damn, maybe that could be true. Why do you even have a choice to have a strawberry that large? Like, it's little stuff like this that's why she pisses me off. But I like her. I like where she goes, but she always like loses me, but I'm still on board because like I'm having fun on the ride. So I'm kind of like, okay, Emerald, like you're kind of a hack, but like I'm down with what you're like giving us. Charlie XCX is doing the music. Already some songs have released and I really, really enjoy them. I love Jacob Elordi, obviously, in every single thing that he does over these last few years. Beginning, I like realized, I'm like, damn, you are that guy that you say you are with Priscilla when he was playing Elvis. That completely turned the tide for me. Every single thing I've seen of him since, I'm blown away. Margot Robbie, obviously great. So many, the casting is interesting. There's also kind of like a theory that it's like a woman having this kind of like she's reading Wuthering Heights and she's having a vision of like her and some man, which would kind of make sense with like the casting choices in terms of race and these outfit choices, different things like that. So I don't think it's going to be good, but I think it's going to be fun. And so I'm on board.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I agree. I think it is going to be fun, like Saltburn fun. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
Saltburn is not necessarily like, you know, a masterpiece of cinema, but you can't not have fun with it. Actually, shout out to Cade, who's also in the chat. One time we had a Christmas party and 2 movies were playing in the background. We had one playing Polar Express, the other one's playing Saltburn as like the Christmas movies were playing. Perfect Christmas companions right there on the TV.
I have the Saltburn vinyl.
Really?
Rain got it for me for my birthday as a surprise.
Oh.
I literally have it. I'm like, I could grab it.
The music is like actually not bad in that.
Well, the music's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Obviously, I might have to pass on that.
No. You're reviewing it with us. I don't know what you're talking about. You're seated opening night. We're doing out of the theater reaction. You're coming to LA.
Yeah, that's
100%
that's Valentine's Day required viewing. I think it was like a Valentine's Day release too, which is a choice.
I mean, it makes so much sense.
Yeah. The marketing there is going crazy. RB3, what's do you have one more, 2 more?
I don't have one more. There's a questionable one, and the release date keeps getting moved, but there's supposed to be a Jordan Peele movie that's coming out in 2026. But there's no info, no title, no trailer, no poster.
I don't know about that.
Might be getting pushed or something. But you know, if it does happen, that will be up there too.
All right, I'll say my last one then. Again, it's pretty obvious. Dune 3.
Yeah.
Dune 3 is my most anticipated movie of 2026. Dune Prophecy. I cannot wait for this movie. I cannot wait to see the continuation of the story and to see what Denny does next. Denny cooks. He freaking cooks. And he cooks with these movies, and I'm so excited to see them. And if the release dates stay the same, you know what I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick Dune 3 100 times out of 100, man. So sorry, Doomsday, you're not even on my list, bruh.
Oh, I didn't realize they were coming out.
Yeah, same day. Doomsday, baby, Doomsday.
No,
Doomsday.
No, that's probably a lot of people's most anticipated, but not
Doomsday.
Not for me,
Yeah. None of us had it on our list. None of us had that. None of us had Moana live action. That's a little heartbreaking.
Why would we have live action on our list?
Dwayne Johnson, you know what I'm saying? My man's. And then there was another one that we nobody mentioned.
Supergirl.
Oh, Supergirl.
Okay.
We should look forward to that. I mean, that could be nice. No. Craig Gillespie is a good director though. Like, you know, I, Tonya is a great film and he's made good movies. Like, I think it's gonna be a good one. But Millie Alcox is a really good actress too. So
Yeah, I thought the trailer was really pushed me away. It just felt like
they came out with a trailer?
Yeah, like a by the numbers superhero movie. Like I don't know.
I will watch that one actually. Yeah, that's the one trailer.
But that concludes our most anticipated of 2026.
Yeah, let us know what we missed in the chat, though. Let us know if we missed.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of like different A24 ones and things like that. And like, you know, every single year, there's so many films that kind of come out of nowhere, even like something like Past Lives. And then it was one of my favorites of that year. But I think overall, like, I'm really excited for 2026.
Yeah, somebody said Disclosure Day. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I'm excited about that
one.
Yeah.
And then somebody else said, what else did they say? They said Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter. Come on.
I'm not watching.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 2. I'm not watching that either.
Cliff Booth. The Tarantino.
I'm not watching that either.
Yeah.
That's another one I'm not watching. 3 movies in a row. I'm gonna skip, bro.
Oh, no. I'll say I'll watch it because David Fincher's directing. My contention, I've always said, and John could, y'all made me a Tarantino hater, by the way. I used to love Tarantino. I took a Tarantino class, but now, now I'm like fully like anti-Tarantino, and I've made this full circle moment, right? But I will say, like, he is a good writer. He's just not a good director. He's a ripoff director, arguably. But as a writer, he has a good pen. So, a good script from Tarantino with a great director like David Fincher, and I know Brad Pitt. I don't like seeing him. but he's good as an actor sometimes, and I think it could be fire.
That's the thing that's unfortunate is that he is a good actor. I hate him. And that's fine. Like, go do your thing, my guy. But yeah, it's exactly for what you're saying. Actually, this is the first time I'm hearing you're not really a Tarantino fan anymore. And I am a little bit heartbroken, even though I'm a Tarantino hater, because in 2019, I remember when Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was out, like you were defending Tarantino down to me, and we would get into arguments about that. And so this actually does make me sad. But yeah, as a director, he rips people off and he's a hack and whatever. Like, come on. And also, his personality is the worst. Like, I'm sorry. And that's the thing. It's like, how are you going to be ripping everybody off, but then acting like you're better than everybody else?
Yeah.
And he, you know, talking about Paul Dano, and obviously he made comments about David Lynch back when Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me came out. And he was like, David Lynch is so far up his own ass. I'm never going to watch a David Lynch movie again. And I'm like, do you hear yourself? Like, are you repeating this in a mirror to yourself? Like, that's you, my guy. Which also reminds me, in a few days, it's going to be 1 year since David Lynch passed away.
Oh, man. Rest in peace.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, he's just... I'm sorry, we got to do a David Lynch video.
We should, yeah. That's
yeah, absolutely should.
Yeah, he's just been an a-hole from the start, from the jump. He's just trash. And like you said, RB3, like I've said for years, you took my whole flow. That he's just a rip-off director. He just takes from other past films and does like tributes, and then people are like, he's a genius. I'm like, is he? Just watch like other cinema and you'll be impressed by what he's taking from and not him. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Totally forgot to mention. Well, John mentioned any black films to look forward to. So add to Google, black movies coming out. Totally forgot. Michael Jackson movie's coming, baby. Michael is coming. Yeah. After all of these years, after we saw the trailer back at CinemaCon 2024, it's like it was supposed to come out last year. They pushed it back. Now we here. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know Michael Jackson, problematic figure, maybe. Can't not say though his music ain't like some of the best of all time. You know what I'm saying? And I just am very excited. I think, you know, Antoine Fuqua, Coleman Domingo, you know, Nia Long. This whole cast, and Jafar Jackson is, you know, he looks like Michael, he sounds like Michael. I mean, there's really nothing wrong here. I mean, even Miles Teller is, you know, looking decent in the trailer. You know what I'm saying, with that funny hairpiece. So yeah, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you want to mention the Super Bowl potential trailers?
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that.
I think that's one for sure, and I think obviously the other ones we mentioned, like a Disclosure Day. Maybe another Supergirl trailer, stuff that we've seen before, but we'll probably get a larger trailer maybe.
Yeah. Real quick, I was just gonna, you know, with y'all, for Super Bowl's coming up, what trailers do y'all think are gonna be premiering or debuting during Super Bowl commercial breaks? What do y'all think?
The Doomsday trailer that everybody's talking about hasn't come out yet, right? So
that's a full trailer.
Yeah, obviously that's definitely going to hit during that time.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest one in my opinion. And I also think, as I mentioned before, the Steven Spielberg Disclosure Day, new alien sci-fi movie, I think that'll be a big one as well. That'll definitely come out then. And then maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day, maybe like a short teaser, but I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think the fact that we haven't seen anything from Spider-Man Brand New Day yet definitely indicates that they're going to have the trailer premiere during Super Bowl, mainly because they had a chance to put it before Anaconda. That was the other big Sony release. They didn't do it then. Super Bowl just makes sense. And it's in July, so that's a perfect 5-month headway to like start your marketing campaign. Even if it's like a short 30-second teaser that like leads to a QR code or says something like watch the full trailer online, I feel like we're going to get that during Super Bowl for sure. You know?
For sure. All righty. Thank you for everyone who joined us in the chat. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Shout out Wiley once again.
A lot of people. Wiley tapped in. I did just want to read a couple more before we get out of here real quick.
Yeah.
Kevin Davis said, I do believe the Oscars will honor Ryan Coogler with Best Original Screenplay and Best Original Score. And then he also said, I would be shocked if K-Pop Demon Hunter loses to Zootopia 2 at the Oscars. They win every award. Yeah, I think K-Pop Demon Hunter is the front runner. Seattle KO said, good luck, have fun, don't die. Looks good too. Do y'all know anything about that one?
It does look kind of fun. Yeah, it's like a fun, zany, like murder, Hunger Games kind of type movie. So I think Zazie Beetz is in it, and I haven't seen her in a minute. So
that's that one. Yeah, that does look really fun, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks fun. I just can't get over the fact that she doesn't shower regularly. That kind of makes it a little weird.
Zazie Beetz in real life?
Yeah, is this a rumor? You better be sure it's true.
No,
bro,
yeah,
you can't be spreading that.
No, she's one of them like not shower every day crowd like type.
Okay, if you know for sure, that's cool. That's cool.
I think she said in an interview once. Okay, I could be wrong.
And also, the trailer, because I know we talked about how we were anticipating I Love Boosters. The trailer for that one is coming out soon. Obviously, I don't think it will be during Super Bowl or anything, but Boots Riley did tweet out that it is dropping. I'm excited for that.
That's huge. They put that out during Super Bowl. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that's, I love Boosters. Michael, big black movie. You and Me and Tuscany is another one I Googled. That's the Hailey Bailey rom-com with the homie from Bridgerton. That one started a lot of drama with her baby daddy, DDD.
That was crazy.
DDG.
Yeah, whatever that was. Ready or Not 2 looks good too. But yeah, send help. Yeah, there's a lot of movies, but otherwise, yeah. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Hit the like button, subscribe,
Yeah, where can everyone find you, RB3?
Oh shoot, we're really at the intro. Okay. Come along. You follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3.
And you, Sabrina.
You can follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Sabrina on Film, and then Instagram at Sabrina.onfilm.
And you can find me everywhere at Squad Leader Ace. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment, a like, all that good stuff. Let us know what is your most anticipated movies in the comments down below. But either way, guys, we'll be back here next week with another live or First Craft Live crew. We're going to be peacing. So peace. Deuces.
It's either me or you. Only one can remain. It's either me or you. Take you out the equation. It's either me or you. You do the math. Only one can remain.